I can hold my gun like this. It's the law. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my long arm in my hand. Just can't hit my finger on the trigger, which is not. So don't ask me to do nothing that's against the law. Can I help you?
You know, there's something powerful about knowing your rights, especially when you come from a community that's been historically over-policed, overlooked, and underserved. Now recently, in Philly, a video started circulating showing a group of officers using what looked like excessive force on a young black boy. And when things like this happen, it always brings up the same questions. Was it necessary? Who's holding these officers accountable? And most importantly, who's protecting our people? Well, this time, the community didn't just stay silent. The Black Panther Party pulled up, and not just with weapons in hand, but with wisdom, presence, and purpose. They made it known. We see you. We know our rights, and we're not backing down. Now, yeah, some of those officers were black too, but always remember, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Just because somebody looks like us doesn't mean they stand with us. That's why community oversight is so important. We gotta hold everybody accountable, regardless of the uniform or the badge. This moment right here speaks to something bigger. It's about unity, about community self-defense, and about reminding the system that black folks are not just statistics. We're not just hashtags. We're organized, educated, and watching. So before we get into the video, I want you to really watch how this went down. This ain't just about confrontation. It's about education, protection, and standing 10 toes down for your people.
I can hold my gun like this. It's the law. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my long arm in my hand. Just can't hit my finger on the trigger, which is not. So don't ask me to do nothing that's against the law. Can I help you? I'm out here minding my business. I'm out here to control and watch you. Anything else? Because you guys like beating up our teenagers. Somebody sent us a video of y'all beating up a teenager.
Y'all, wasn't it?
Huh? It was y'all. You're a police officer. You part of that. You part of that. It was y'all. It was y'all. If you don't like to be labeled in with the slave catchers, you shouldn't have touched their oath, sellout. You are a sellout. You wearing their shit. You are a sellout. You ain't protecting shit. You got to do whatever they tell you to, including hurt your people. Because you're walking up to me and I don't like you and I don't trust you and I don't got no conversation with you. So unless you're investigating the crime, leave me the alone.
When I'm here,
I don't care. I got a gun license right here. This is legal. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108. Move your car out of people's way and get the out of my face. Thank you, officer.
have a good day.
You have a bad one. Sell out. Out of here. What you smiling for? Sell out. Do you know where you came from? Slave catchers hired you to help catch their property, which was us. Slave catcher controls the origin of that bag. Get the fuck out of here. Go where you're needed. We don't need your help. Get out the street. Like your supervisor said, get out the street. Get out the street.
Another W.
Go with him. Go with him. Get out the street. You blocking traffic. Get out the street.
W.
Get the out the street. Thought you was gonna disarm somebody?
What we just witnessed isn't just a moment. It's a reflection of a long, ongoing struggle for power, protection, and justice in Black communities across this country. The presence of the Black Panther Party in that Philly neighborhood wasn't random. It was intentional. It was a form of organized resistance, rooted in a history of self-defense, education, and accountability. And in this case, their very presence made officers back down. That's real power, not just physical, but psychological and political. Let's be real. This isn't just about one incident or one city. This is about a system that has always viewed Black resistance as a threat and Black youth as suspects. It's why generations of community leaders, from Fred Hampton to today's local organizers, have emphasized the importance of knowing your rights and exercising them out loud. Because the system only works when we stay silent, and silence has never saved us. But here's something else to think about. Some of those officers were Black too. And while representation is important, it's not the same as liberation. Like we said earlier, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's why the fight for justice can't stop at optics or who's wearing the uniform. It has to go deeper, to accountability, to values, to who you really serve when the heat is on. What we're seeing is a shift. More people filming, more people speaking up, and more people organizing at the grassroots. And that's powerful. But it's also just the beginning. Because at the end of the day, community protection doesn't come from the state. It comes from us, from being informed, being united, and being fearless enough to stand up even when it's uncomfortable. So if this video moved you, don't just watch and scroll. Share it, talk about it, support your local organizers, teach the youth, learn your rights, and most importantly, show up, not just online, but in real life. Because real change, it starts on the block, in the schools, at city council meetings, at rallies. And yeah, in moments like the one you just saw, where people refuse to let injustice walk by unchecked. Power to the people, always. Thanks for rocking with me. I'll see y'all in the next one.